Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Harebrained Games. Today we're going to take a look at Elf, the Journey from the North Pole game in this triangular box. It's a game for 2 to 4 players. Takes about 20 minutes to play. Let's just get cracking into the gameplay. So let's take a look at what comes in the package, in this case the triangle we know as Elf. You get this hexagonal board which covers a lot of the iconic locations in the movie. You have your central area, not very meaningful, but you got Central Park, got your New York City, World's Best Coffee, Candy Cane Forest, Gumdrop Village. You know how this goes. If you're watching this, you're probably watching it because, well, it's Elf. You get little buddy the elf. He starts out exactly where you expect him to in the North Pole. Everybody gets a goal card, and that's one of 7 goal cards, I believe. These goal cards basically tell you what locations are going to have to be visited in order for you to earn points. You want to get Buddy the Elf to visit these 3 locations. Your opponents want to visit these 3 locations. You won't know the goal cards of the other players, and they do overlap. So, for example, 2 of you might want the Gumdrop Village to be one of the locations. You just don't know that. As well, you get 3, and I will flip these over. He also wouldn't reveal these to an opponent, but you get these direction cards. These are where Buddy's going to travel, and for the most part, they're designed to be generally circuitous. And that's it. That's the components we have, so let's just hop into gameplay. Alright, on your turn, you're going to look and take any number of these cards. You can play any number of them that you want on your turn. You'll refresh up to 2 at the end of your turn, so keep that in mind. But the first thing you do is place your card. And if you want to stop there, you can. If not, you can also pick another one. For example, we know that one of the locations that we're trying to get to is Animal Friends, Wise Snowman, and Narwhal. We know that if we head this way, we could get to the Narwhal, so we're going to place it here. We have to be generally precise. It's not too picky. This is not a Die Mocker or a hard-pressed Euro game. We're going to stop there. Actually, we're not. We're going to actually go ahead and use this. Now, what happens is most of the pieces, they have very clear edge, like sides that you're going to place them. For the corner pieces, you can place it anywhere you want as long as it doesn't overlap. So you couldn't just like go, hey, I'm going backwards. But you could place it anywhere that you want. In this case, I'm just going to leave it right there. Then Buddy the Meal. All right. And that's it. That's the end of the turn. That's all you're going to do. You're going to grab 2 more, and then it becomes the other player's turn. Now, that other player is also going to do the same thing. How do you wind up getting cool things to happen? Well, we're going to do this. We're going to do this right here, and look what happened. We covered up, we overlapped this icon. That means we get to draw a free one of these suckers. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Free is good. Then we can also continue our journey, and we will, by doing that. And we don't get to do it twice, so just keep that in mind. Once you draw one, you don't get to keep drawing ones as you spin around. And we're going to stop there. So look at that. Apparently likes Wizard of Oz too. All right, and we're done there. So we're just going to draw up to our 3 and then switch over to our good friend here. Now, he would love to get to Gumdrop. He doesn't care about Gumdrop Valley. What am I saying? But he does want to go here. And he hasn't quite touched it. If you touch it at all, it counts according to that. So you can get a little fudgy on that one. In this case, we're not going to do that. We're going to go here in the hopes that we eventually get to the new wall. Okay, and we're done. So we draw another 2. Look at that. Look how easy this game flows. And now we're back here. Now we have choices galore. We're going to... All right, look at that. We're going to say that touches, just barely. So he's going to get this. This is worth star points at the end of the game. And this is going to continue on. You're going to keep trying to do... You can go off the map. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff if you want to. Like that. Look at that. You decide, you know what the heck. So the first thing we do is take that, and we place it in this 3 spot. Now, that doesn't help him, but whatever. What are you going to do? Sorry, I do that. Now we know at the end of the game, whoever has that on their card is going to get 3 star points. But notice there's 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Ugh. So over the course of the game, you're going to be trying to meander your way. We definitely would like to get the narwhal over here in that second spot. Oh, actually, that does work out for his goals, Gumdrop Village. So he's guaranteed to get 3 points. And you're going to keep going, and you're just going to move around until all of these are exhausted, or until we can make Buddy go. We'll just show you. If somehow he ends up going around and he winds up landing here, you get 2 points for being the first to land. And then we count up the score. And the scoring is very simple. Basically, do you have the narwhal? Yes. 3 points. Whatever points you get for that, whatever points you get for your gingerbread people or New York City or whatever. And that's it. That's basically Elf in a nutshell. Let's get to my final thoughts on Elf Journey from the North Pole game. Okay, final thoughts on Elf Journey from the North Pole game. Let's go over the cons first, as I always like to do, with rare exception. This is a simple game. There's no hidden information. There's no clever thrill underneath the box. This is what you see is what you get, like the movie. It is what it is. There's no sign of any Jack in the Box, which was kind of one of my favorite iconic scenes, but I guess that didn't make the cut. The imprecise placement of the tile cards can lead to some juvenile confrontations if you're not careful, but generally speaking it's pretty clear, and people just need to, add a little leeway to a game that doesn't have precise placement locations. I do hate the odd shaped box. I don't like them. I never have. They've all been gimmicky, whether it's a computer game, a board game, or anything else. I don't like it. I get the ha-ha moment, but I would have preferred that this had come in a square box that had basically this on the front cover or something. So, not a showstopper, and at least thankfully the box size itself can fit into it. It's not like it's a paint can or something. Been there. Let's go over the pros. This is the perfect game to bring to out and teach to people this holiday season in 60 seconds or less. It really is easy to teach. It's really a fantastic Christmas game, of which there haven't been very many for the last many years, but in the last year and a half or so, there's actually been quite an influx of interesting Christmas games, to bring out and play. This is probably the most amenable and approachable of the games so far I've seen this year for Christmas themed games. Scoring is easy to figure out. It doesn't take long to teach that, and the execution of your potential moves is rife with opportunity to be thwarted, so there's a little bit of back and forth. It's in a couple of my sessions, people of course made a party game out of it, where if you reach a certain location, everyone has to blurt out the iconic lines from that location. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad, etc. Anyway, in summary, the Elf movie is a cultural phenomenon that spans generations, and to do a game about it that is reasonably interesting to casual gamers and avid gamers alike is kind of a tough line to balance, and I think they did well. I still think it leans more to casual, given you can play it in 10, 15 minutes, but not so much that avid gamers can't take a break from their normal fare and get a kick out of this little stocking stuffer. So Elf, worth it. $17 at Target, not bad. Thanks again. Ho ho ho, and we'll see you next time on Harebrained Games.